She won't tell you she likes you. Not directly, not clearly, not the way you're hoping for. And if you're waiting for obvious signs, you've probably already missed them. You've been there before. You're talking to her. Sometimes the energy feels strong. Other times, confusing. She laughs at your jokes. She remembers small details about you, but then she acts distant, or takes hours to reply. You start overthinking. Is she just being friendly? Am I imagining this? Why can't she just tell me how she feels? You're lying there at night, replaying conversations in your head, analyzing her texts, looking for something clear. But here's the problem. Attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. And the signs she likes you? Most men miss them because they're not looking in the right places. I've watched this dynamic play out countless times. Men assume interest has to be obvious. Big compliments, constant texting, clear declarations. But women often show interest differently. Quieter, more emotional, more behavioral. And once you understand these patterns, you stop guessing. You start seeing. If you're tired of trying to read her mind, subscribe. I break down these patterns every week. Simple, clear, no games. Now let's get into the signs most men overlook. Point number 1, and this one hides in plain sight. She finds reasons to stay in a conversation. This is subtle. Imagine you're texting her. The topic runs dry. You send a message that could easily end the exchange. Instead of letting it fade, she asks another question, or she reacts with something playful, or she sends a random meme, or she brings up something new. You're probably thinking, that's just normal conversation. Not always. When a woman isn't interested, conversations die naturally. She lets them end. When she is interested, she keeps them alive. In her mind, she's not consciously thinking, I must extend this. She just feels a pull to continue. If she consistently keeps the door open, that's interest. Most men miss this because they're looking for intensity. But attraction often starts with effort, and effort shows in small ways. But here's where it gets more interesting. Point number 2, she mirrors your energy. Humans mirror people they feel connected to. Pay close attention to this. If you tease her lightly, does she tease you back? If you slow your replies slightly, does she adjust too? If your tone becomes playful, does hers follow? Mirroring happens subconsciously. It's her nervous system saying, I feel comfortable here. I want to stay in sync. You've probably experienced this before. When you're around someone you like, your posture shifts. Your speech patterns align. Your rhythm matches theirs. Women do this too. Most men miss it because they're focused on words. But attraction shows in rhythm, in timing, in emotional matching. If she's matching your pace, that's not random. That's connection. Now let's go deeper. Let me ask you something. Think about the last girl you were interested in. Did she ever A, match your teasing and playfulness? B, adjust her texting pace to match yours? C, laugh at things other people didn't find funny? Comment A, B, or C. Don't overthink it. Your gut answer might reveal something you didn't notice before. What I'm about to explain next is even more subtle. Point number 3, she remembers small details about you. This one surprises most men. If she remembers something you casually mentioned weeks ago, that's not accidental. Maybe you told her your favorite coffee, or that you had a stressful meeting coming up, or that you hate horror movies. And later, out of nowhere, she asks, how did that meeting go? Or, I saw your favorite coffee today and thought of you. In her mind, she's not trying to impress you. She's emotionally invested. When someone matters to us, we store information about them. We pay attention. We remember. If she recalls specific details without being prompted, that's attention. And attention is attraction. Most men overlook this sign because it doesn't feel dramatic. But consistency in memory means one thing. You occupy space in her mind, and that matters more than flashy flirting ever will. But here's where many men misread things. Point number 4, she initiates in small ways. Listen carefully. Initiation doesn't always look bold. She might not text first every day. She might not call you randomly, but she sends something, a song, a picture, a funny video, a "this reminded me of you." You're probably thinking, is that enough to mean anything? Yes. If she thinks of you during her day and acts on it, that's emotional investment. Women don't casually send reminders, to men they feel neutral about. She saw something. She thought of you. She reached out. That sequence matters. Even small check-ins mean something. When she initiates contact without needing a reason, without a question to ask, without anything specific, that's interest. Most men focus on frequency. She doesn't text first enough. But what matters more is intent. Did she choose to reach out when she didn't have to? If yes, don't ignore that. And the next sign is even more overlooked. If something just clicked for you, hit the like button. It helps more than you know. Point number 5, her body language softens around you. This one only shows up in person. Pay attention to proximity. Does she lean slightly toward you when talking? Does she hold eye contact just a second longer than normal? Does she play with her hair, touch her neck, adjust her posture when you walk over? These aren't cliches. They're subconscious responses. When a woman feels attracted, her body becomes more open, feet angled toward you, shoulders relaxed, subtle smiles that linger a moment too long. You probably felt this shift before. The room might be loud, people everywhere, but when she looks at you, it feels quieter, like she's only focused on you. Most men are too busy thinking about what to say next. They miss what she's already showing. Attraction often shows physically before it's ever spoken. And if her body language changes when you're around, that's a signal. Don't miss it. Point number 6, and most men completely overlook this one. She reacts emotionally when you pull back. This is powerful. Imagine you've been texting regularly. Good energy, consistent conversation. Then one day, you're genuinely busy. You don't reply for a few hours. What happens? Does she notice? Does she double text? Does her energy shift when you reconnect? You might be thinking, isn't that playing games? No, this isn't about manipulation. It's about observation. When someone feels neutral about you, your absence doesn't affect them. They barely notice. But when someone likes you, they feel the shift, and they instinctively try to restore connection. That reaction tells you everything. Most men miss this because they're afraid to create any space. They reply instantly. They stay constantly available. They never give her a chance to miss them. But space reveals truth. If she responds when you step back slightly, if her effort increases when yours decreases, that's not random. That's emotional investment. Let's bring this together. She keeps conversations alive when they could easily end. She mirrors your energy without realizing it. She remembers details you barely mentioned. She reaches out for no reason other than thinking of you. Her body language opens when you're around, and she notices when you pull back. These aren't dramatic gestures. They're quiet signals. Attraction doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers, and now you know how to hear it. You're not the guy who overthinks every delay anymore. You're not the guy who panics at mixed signals. You see the patterns. You read what most men miss. And that clarity, it changes everything about how you show up. Now I want to hear from you. Which sign have you seen before, but didn't recognize at the time? Drop in the comments. I read every one. In my next video, I'm breaking down why women pull away right when things seem perfect, and what it actually means. If you've ever felt that sudden shift, you need to see that one. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And remember, attraction isn't about forcing signals. It's about noticing them. And once you start noticing, everything makes sense.